And welcome back to Upcenter Ministry of Truth. I am your only host on this show, and it's Friday. So, a lot of bullshit Friday. Just the kind of stuff that, fuck it, we're going to play it because why not? And I'm glad Eloy's here because he still acknowledges me. Ha. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope y'all are ready for some good stuff. Some of it's humor, some of it's not so humor, and some of it's just plain stupidity. And stupidity is the name of the game these days. And, well, it's inevitable. You're always going to find stupidity. Inevitable, right? All right. But before we get started, it's time for your coffee, your energy drink, your beer, depending on where you're at. I mean, if you're drinking at 7:30 in the morning, you must be in the military, and it's the day off. I don't think it's a day off, though. Well, in that case, you're just an alcoholic. Or you have the day off. Go get you something to eat. Because, if you're going to be drinking, you don't want to drink on an empty stomach, because that's a bad idea. I know from personal experiences. See my cat in the window? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the song. This song is... I don't know how old it is. Damn it, I used profanity within the first 5 minutes. Oh, well. So, while you're getting your stuff, let's get us started. We've got a couple songs. Just a couple. One's an older one. Way old. The other one's a parody song. Because, I like to start off with humor, and it's Friday, so we got to start off with humor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 videos of humor. But anyway, let me stop talking. Let me get to this song. I hope y'all remember this. It's a pretty old song. YouTube doesn't like this song. Gotta be okay. I don't know. But it's a new sensation. Alright, YouTube's not going to let me finish playing that because, well, they're tiny hat people. Tiny hat people, which we might talk about later. Maybe not. But since YouTube wants to be a bitch about that video, let's get on to the humor. The humor. We didn't start the fire.
Trumpet line Tower gold, MAGA King, Powerball, jaws explode, deal sign, Abraham Road. Peace aligned, warp speed wind, borders tight, deep state down, shining light. Trump, the greatest legend, strong, America first.
Yo, that was me. See that? Look at that, it's me. How did I get in this video? How did I get in this video? I'll take it. In the helicopter.
Vance ascends, JD Keen, LG, hard truth scene, VP strong workers call. America first, no forever war. Vision bright, heartland pride, pure might. Vance the thinker, steel so true. Solve the fight, pulls us through. We didn't spark the battle. It raged on through generations past. We didn't light the clash. Faces rises, vets are tough, combat proven rough enough. Pentagon chief, lethality high. Warrior code, touch the sky. Rating is sharp, standards pure.
Look at Marco.
Arsenal strong, secure. Case of leads, might unbound. Freedom's gone all around.
Good old feet.
Marco Wise, Florida Dark, Eagle Eyes, State Department King, Allies tight, Freedom rings, day and night. Oya stand, Hong Kong Bowl, Latin four stories told. Romeo sharp, voice so grand. Heroes call, takes command. We didn't spark the battle. It raged on through generations past. We didn't light the clash, but we'll end it now. 1979, Tehran embassy seized, hostages held 444.
I'll mention those. We can't talk about those.
Nightmare long, endless war. 1983, Beirut blast, posse told, threats amassed, Cobra Towers, Air Force down. Iraq EFPs all around. Proxies hit, bases struck, ships in peril, forces buck, terror funded.
Oh, y'all thought Iraq got that shit out of nowhere? Y'all think they got that shit out of nowhere? Telling you, Iran. I don't give a fuck what everybody thinks. Oh my God, endless war. Trump lied to us. I don't give a fuck. Those cocksuckers attacked and killed me and my friends, my brothers, my sisters. Fuck Iran. Fuck them all.
Fear runs deep. American lives they seek to kill. Nukes advance, Fritz grow bold. Regimes rage, uncontrolled. Trump sees clear, acts with might. No weak brings a fight. We didn't spark the battle. It raged on through generations past. We didn't light the clash, but we'll end it now.
Where'd you get that spear? It's me again. Yo, if they redid the A-Team, Trump would be Hannibal. And Face would most definitely be Pete. Marco. I don't know, between Marco and JD. I guess JD would be Mr. T. Don't forget we had our Marines.
1983, Beirut
on their knees on a boat, hands behind their head. That was Iran.
Struck, ships in peril, forces buck, terror funded, fear runs deep.
What's up, Gil? How you been, brother? On the hand. Marco 2028. Iraq was my parents' generation. Iraq and Iran, Afghanistan was my generation. And if we can just decimate Iran, it'll be the last one. Yeah, I know, Gil. Not everybody has the pleasure of being like me.
Mohammed?
Oh, we're going straight into humor.
What the hell are you
My
doing?
bad.
Nothing. I was playing hide and seek with my nephews. They're running around here somewhere.
You don't have any nephews. Look, our supreme leader has been killed. So has the number 2, number 3, 4, and 5.
I know, Amir. I've been paying attention. I'm not stupid.
Well, you're number 6, so you need to report to duty.
I would love to, but my right shoulder has been really killing me. It's clicking a lot. Do you hear that? I wouldn't be able to lead like a Death to America chant, so I'm really sorry. Oh, and my pet camel, Khabib, he's really, really sick. I have to take care of him. He's growing a 3rd hump, so yeah.
Mohammed, nice try, but let's go.
Sorry, I wish I could help you with that. Oh, look, that girl's showing off her ankles.
Wait, where?
Danger, look, sucker.
Mohammed, get back here. Mohammed!
Oh, no.
A little humor always starts off the Friday good.
Here are my top 10.
Now, as I was watching these videos, I'm like, holy fuck, dude. I remember Everclear as a young private. And watching these videos, I'm like, man, these guys are retards. But with that being said, what they're doing is exactly shit I would do when I was a young soldier. But I was a G. I turned that bottle up, not knowing that I was about to fuck up. But I was fine afterwards. I was fine. It was a crazy feeling. It's a crazy feeling. Would I do it again? Probably not. If I drank it again, I always mix it with Dr. Pepper, but I don't drink anymore. And if I wanted to drink this, I would just go get moonshine. But anyway, let's do reactions. Reactions of young people to straight Everclear.
Everclear reaction videos of 2025, numbers 10 through 6.
If you eat this plant, you can't taste alcohol.
What are we doing?
We're gonna see if it works using 190 proof Everclear.
So now we're eating shrubbery to drink this stuff. What does that tell you?
And if this does work with the buzz button,
Lemon
And
juice?
that weed even
I don't know
has a
about
name,
that.
the buzz button.
please do not attempt doing this yourself.
Is it just me, or can you hear hissing while it's being poured?
First, let's try a sip of the Everclear out by itself.
That's the right sign to do
Look, you
before
said
drink
sip.
that stuff. Everclear is a liquid exorcism, because after people drink it, they speak in tongues, but not in a good way. People have called it paint thinner. I call it spirit thinner. We can't help but watch. It's social media rubbernecking.
True.
There it is.
It tastes like I'm drinking batteries.
Yeah, I only
We all
discovered them like
know the moment
2 days
our
ago,
soul
Yeti.
left our body when we drank that stuff. We have soul abandonment issues.
And what the buzz button does is it releases a natural alkaloid on your tongue that creates a tingly, numbing sensation.
Again, all of this just to have a sip of liquid.
No. There's no sting. There's no sting. There's no bitterness. I can't taste it at all.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I've
give it
seen
a couple
people say
hours.
they mixed it with
20
Kool-Aid.
minutes.
That would explain the Kool-Aid man running through walls.
190 proof Everclear.
He's back, and I highly doubt he's better than ever.
I had to drive a total of 8 hours to get this because apparently 151 wasn't enough.
151 was too much, and you wasted 8 hours on what's going to be your future of disappointment,
Porcelain
regret,
fucking
memory loss,
mean.
and pain.
This is illegal where I'm from.
Sometimes the universe sends you signs.
Where's Everclear
You should
illegal
have
at?
listened.
Hold on. Y'all heard the crack?
Yeah, we heard it. We've heard it before. That is the crack of the gates of hell opening up and inviting you in.
It's the hot
To the
gate.
brim. You already know the rules.
The rules are, if you have a chance to turn away, you do it.
No face.
In a few minutes, you may feel like you don't have a face.
This is the longest cup in the world.
Followed by the longest night in the world.
No face. Why am I doing this? Free will? I don't know.
Sometimes free will is not a good thing to have.
When I was like 19 or 20.
Did I say no face?
19, 20.
In a few minutes, you might be seeing the face of your high school guidance counselor, asking, how did your future turn out?
Chin chin.
You could probably drive your car off that stuff.
Oh,
There it is.
bro, my mouth got.
Oh, no shit.
You may want to check to see if you still have a mouth.
Gotta do another bar.
Oh no, he's going in again.
I didn't do a face. That wasn't a face. I coughed.
How many signs can your body give you to not do this again?
What is that, bro? What's the point of that?
That is
You're
what
up now.
every person who drank that asked themselves afterwards.
Oh, chin chin.
Now you're speaking in tongues.
I'm a man.
Give yourself a round of applause now because you're not going to be able to clap for the next 3 to 6 business days. There it is. And just like the Hangover movies, I hope there's not a third installment of this.
The goal is the same as last time.
Oh my god.
We're doing this again?
Take a shot at Everclear, no reaction.
You're going to try for no reaction again, huh? Anybody want to bet the outcome?
I do have more knowledge this time. You're supposed to drink it lukewarm, so I took it out of the freezer yesterday.
Kid, you can drink it lukewarm, you can drink it hot, you can chill it, you can drink it cold. Jet fuel is jet fuel.
And I'm also going to measure out a shot.
In this case, you might be safe with 1/8 of a shot.
That way I don't overpour.
When it comes to Everclear, you overpoured if one drop hits the glass.
Oh, why does it look exactly the same?
It looks the same because evil never changes its appearance.
Right.
And I'm also using water as a chaser.
You can chase it with holy water, it's not going to help you. And he's drinking it straight again, not mixing it with anything. This is like Groundhog Day at an 80s house party. So how many people won that bet?
Oh my god.
The glass of water is refusing to go into your mouth. What does that tell you?
I'm burning.
Yeah, that's what happens when you visit hell.
Oh,
That wasn't a burp.
that's about
That
to
was
blow
the
up.
release of the demons inside your body. In the last video, I said your mouth is now sterile for 15 years. Now, after this, you're good until retirement.
Oh, thanks.
Went to the liquor store
Bro,
and I got
speaking of that, I've drank so much soju, and there's supposedly formaldehyde in that. So I'm pretty much embalmed by the time I was 22. Actually, I was pretty much embalmed when I was 19. Drank so much of that shit.
this.
Oh no. You heard of deja vu? This is deja... Ooh.
And this is going in this, and this is going in this.
And that will eventually be coming out of this and out of this.
Because I need a drink to forget.
Oh, you're definitely going to forget. You're going to forget where you are, where you were, and maybe even your name. I suggest writing those things down now, just in case.
There's a heavy pour.
Kid, that is the heaviest pour you will ever pour.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, you are,
You hear me
Nostradamus.
crying?
Everclear.
Who drinks Everclear? People that wish they never drank Everclear after they drank Everclear. That's it. Psych yourself up. You're going to need it.
What?
Just drink it.
Spoiler alert, you may be doing some crying after you drink it.
It smells like a public restroom.
Coincidentally, that's where most people end up after they drink Everclear.
This is crazy. Okay.
Yeah, but like the Quiet Riot song says, we're all crazy now. That sound is your body pleading with you to reconsider.
Oh my god.
There it is. Well, at least you're wearing a towel for what's about to happen.
Carbonating Everclear.
Yo, this dude's a retard.
Great. So now we're making it into soda pop.
Let's get one thing straight, buddy. I don't want to do this.
So why are you doing this? There's so many other things you can carbonate, like chocolate milk.
I would rather my hands. and clap.
Okay, I guess you can do that. You may involuntarily be doing that after you drink that devil's carbonation.
But I am a man of the people.
I know you
And
are.
the people are going to see a man make a huge mistake.
So we're going to go ahead and pour this Everclear up into our bottle. And y'all were telling me to fill it all the way to the line, so that's what we're going to do. Fill it all the way up to the line. Get them.
The only carbonated drink that's going to taste worse than this is the new Coke that they tried to push on us back in the 80s.
I don't even know if this is going to work.
Oh, it's going to work, as in the worst decision you ever made.
This is a one-way ticket to prison.
If you wanted to go to prison, you could have just ripped the tag off your mattress.
Cheers.
That sound you're hearing is that bottle screaming for help.
Ta-da!
And for my next trick, I'm going to pass out.
If you look closely, it looks like it worked.
And if you look real closely, it's laughing at you.
Let's go ahead and pour up some of our...
Do my little dancey dance.
There it is.
Why'd you light your cup on fire, retard?
You know what? Not that bad.
Really? My last root canal seemed more pleasant than that.
A delightful result of fizzy flammable violence.
Congratulations. You just made a juiced up Zima. Balls in your court, White Claw. Here are my top 5 Everclear reaction videos of 2025.
Do it with Everclear?
Here we go again.
Y'all, I have never drank Everclear
Before again.
Straight ever.
Marching down
There's
the
absolutely no
avenue.
reason why you should start now. By the way, that is a juice glass. After you drink that, you may not be able to spell the word juice.
This is, what proof is this? Well, it's 75.5% alcohol.
Well, it's not the strongest proof, so that's a little silver lining.
Sounds like I'm gonna need a nap after this.
A nap? After this, you may need mandatory bed rest. One last chance to decide if you're making the right decision. And you decided yes.
And she drank it all.
There's the eye twitch, the gulping, the heavy breathing. All of those sounds are the good spirits that were in your body that are currently fighting the bad spirits that just entered. I have to say, I am impressed.
It's a good thing I don't have to work tonight.
It's a good thing you don't have to do anything tonight.
I'm never doing that again.
A very wise decision.
I feel like I'm about to be drunk.
Your feelings will not deceive you.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Don't be surprised if this is a 17-hour nap.
Today we're trying Everclear.
Let's bag it again.
Whoa, 1985 flashback.
Taking a shot with no reaction, that's the goal.
No reaction? Yeah, that's not going to happen.
190 proof, 95 ABV.
Oh, you don't have to tell us that. We know its origin story. Oh, he's not mixing that with anything. This poor kid. There it is.
You didn't even drink it.
Yup. And the record for somebody attempting to drink Everclear without mixing it with something is 0 for however many times they attempted to do this. You didn't have any elder Gen X or millennials you could have conferred with that they could have warned you about this. I could actually smell it now, and it's not even anywhere near me. This was our form of entertainment at every party. There was always at least one person that tried this, and they always failed. It is liquid fire. Everclear is the reason why we have most of the emojis we have today. That was the inspiration for the faces. Even when you mixed it with something, it didn't help much at all. Well, on the bright side, your mouth is now sterilized for the next 15 years.
What's up, y'all? About to drink some Everclear.
And we have another one.
Let's get it.
Oh, you're going to get it in more ways than you could ever possibly imagine.
190 proof.
And we're all 190% sure that this is not going to end well.
I'm scared for real.
No, you're not. Because if you were scared for real, you would get rid of that bottle now.
No, that's why I didn't say chucks. I don't know how much I'm going to get down.
I don't know how much you're going to get down, but I can guess how much is going to come back up. Okay, first of all, I'm amazed. And second, We are watching someone in real time clean out their insides. And there's the reckoning sound your body makes when it realizes you just made a bad decision.
Oh my.
And those are the sounds of your body quitting on you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's been about 5 minutes since I chugged the Everclear.
In reality, it's been 7 hours, but okay.
It instantly hit me. My throat was burning, stomach was burning. I chugged about 3-4 shots, but...
And yet you're still holding the bottle. Can anyone say Stockholm Syndrome?
Like, I should probably dump this into the garbage. Or, I mean, the sink.
You don't get rid of that liquid evil by dumping it in the sink or throwing it away in the garbage. A full exorcism has to be done.
Okay, everyone, to celebrate my 21st birthday.
Oh, no.
It's good to make a video of this, because I don't think you're going to remember your 21st birthday.
Here I have a 375 milliliter bottle of Everclear.
What a fucking
If somebody bought you that as a birthday gift,
like
you
me
need to unfriend them and never talk to them again.
This cost me $11.
Oh, you bought it? You need to unfriend yourself.
Maybe that's in between Asian and Islander.
The cost of the bottle is not going to compare to the physical price you're going to pay.
Here I have a little shot glass. It is less than half full, so...
My suggestion, empty whatever in there into the sink and go to bed.
I'm genuinely nervous about
You should be. Trust your instincts.
this. Like, I feel like I'm gonna catch on fire.
Oh.
There's a legend where I grew up back in the 80s that somebody did spontaneously combust after drinking that. And I believe it.
Oh, wow. That is pure hand sanitizer.
But unlike Perel,
be
you're
all right.
not going to feel good after you use it. Last chance, kid, to remember your 21st birthday and the following days after.
95% alcohol. We used this
Shut up and drink it.
in organic chemistry.
Organic what? You're a brain. So you should know better. What are you doing? I don't even know what you study in organic chemistry, and I know better than to drink that stuff.
To purify and extract our refined product,
Yeah, I'm already lost.
organic compound. So this is literally laboratory grade ethanol.
I doubt your orgasmic colleagues or organic, whatever, are going to be proud of you after doing this.
3, 2, 1, bottoms up. Oh god.
Dude, it was half a shot.
There it is.
It's like
That's not you laughing. That's Satan, because he has taken over your body now.
almost sour. That's the weirdest thing I've ever tasted.
Stay in school,
What's up,
kids.
Pelamon?
We got some Everclear here.
Yeah, he rhymes now, but in a few minutes he might not be able to speak coherently.
75.5% alcohol. Whatever that means. Hold
Like we were
That
just
means it's a
thinking, that's a
75.5%.
You straight up retard. All right.
This just in, it's big.
I don't know how we're going to set this one up. So I was thinking about this this Iranian attack, and I was thinking we took out Venezuela, China's oil source. We took out Iran, another China's oil source. And by taking out Iran's oil supply to China, they basically piggybacked off Israel's attack. And which I don't agree with, but once I know they killed and injured me and so many of my friends. Not family, well, I guess you consider them family because we lived together forever. But now, you remember how I said when the Iranians came over to Iraq, they were doing a lot of the insurgency? Well, up in northern Iraq, they knew that. Over by Mosul, well, they know about that. And the Kurds, now they're attacking Iran as well. And I was looking at, when Trump made these deals, all these Arab worlds, I thought there was a hidden agenda to where they would get them together and, tag team Israel, because that's what really needs to happen. But I don't know anymore. Because we have the Middle East, money. We have Venezuela, which we just signed another deal for gold out of Venezuela. I didn't know they had gold, and they're gonna let us mine it just like the oil refineries. And then you if you listen to the news, there is some there's supposed to be an increase in refining oil in Texas. All these oil tankers heading that way. But then you listen to the mainstream media and they're telling you, oh my God, because of this Iran war, gas prices are going to go up. Go up for who? If we have an increase in supply, go up for who? Are we going to sell it to some of these same warring countries? Probably. Probably. But it's always nice to see the Arab world go against Islamic radicalism, radicalized Islam, which what the Iranian state became. But it doesn't matter now because they don't even have a leadership to pick. For all I know, Marco Rubio is the next Ayatollah. Fuck it, right? Why not? Right? Marco Rubio is going to be the ruler of the world.
A U.S. official telling Fox thousands of Iraqi Kurds have launched a ground offensive in Iran. Decimated, destroyed, defeated. All words the Pentagon used to describe Iran's various military forces on day 5 of Operation Epicurus. Moments ago,
So in Senate, they voted down the war power to limit Trump's war powers against Iran. They voted it down. Okay. So the House went and voted, all these politicians, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? Yesterday, they also voted down to take away Trump's war powers for this conflict in Iran. So Trump's got 60 days.
President Trump touting its success.
So we're in a very strong position now.
These MLRS launchers?
Touting its success.
These things are crazy, right? Because you got like a pod, there's 8 missiles that could take out, one launcher could take out an entire grid square, 1,000 square meters. Those things aren't no fucking joke. But it's funny that these are the same vehicles that have been used since my parents were in the Army. One of my first units, we had these attached to us. And they were fun to watch fire. Telling you, like, shit you see on TV. I like seeing this. Like, man, I was there too. I've seen this.
So we're in a very strong position now, and their leadership is just rapidly going. Everybody that seems to want to be a leader, they end up dead. And it's
how did you know that?
It's an amazing thing that's taking place. Their missiles are being
wiped
out rapidly. Their launchers are being wiped out. They're attacking their neighbors. They're attacking their, in some cases, allies, or not so long ago allies. And it's really a nation that was out of control, and they would have used it on us if we let them.
The Secretary of War says it's just
basically Trump said, got those motherfuckers before they got me. We'll see. What is it, day 8? No, today would be day 7, day 8. Yeah. No, because Saturday would be day 8. We'll see. We shall see. But since we're switching away from that, I believe we are going to actually talk about Iranians again. But not in the way you'd think, because they're already here. They are already here.
The fact that there may be sleeper cells in America is kind of scary, especially since these situations that happened over in Austin, Texas. I won't play the full video.
They think the situation.
Actually, Bobby, no, this was.
It didn't last. Their reporting of it didn't last very long.
It's terror related.
Yeah. Has this impacted any plans, security plans for South by Southwest?
It has not. We have a press conference, I believe, next Thursday for our spring festival season. And certainly as we look at Austin and what makes Austin so great are those events. We are a major city police department, and we go in best practices. I feel confident that the resources we have in play, South by Southwest, will continue on, and it will be a safe festival season.
Is that season already?
Do we know how the suspects acquired these guns and whether they were acquired legally?
The guns were required legally. I believe in 2017 out of San Antonio they were purchased.
Can you tell us more about the victims? I think you said Savitha, Sean, and Ryder Harrison.
Hopefully it'll tell you
He
more
was
about
here for like
Harrington.
20 years.
Yes.
He was here for 20 years. He was naturalized. They said he got married around that time, and then he got divorced, which makes me kind of feel like, was that possibly like a 90-day fiance type situation where comes over here, committing a bunch of crimes, petty if they may be, but just still committing crimes when he's here, wants to become a U.S. citizen, marries some random person, and then divorces them shortly after.
Can you tell us more? Are they UT students? I think Ryder was a Texas Tech student.
I don't know as far as what school they went to. That is certainly something that we can look into. But they were young. I believe Ryder was maybe 22 and Savitha 24 or 20 respectively.
Just going out for a drink.
Are you able to share any details about the warrants that were executed yesterday in Del Valle and in Pflugerville?
So anytime that you're doing an investigation like this, it's going to lead to search warrants. And so those warrants were based off information of where this person lived, addresses where he congregated, and evidence was taken from that.
There's a video circulating on social media of an autonomous vehicle blocking emergency services near the scene on Sunday. Can you guys talk about this?
He said they were worried about sleeper cells is why the feds wanted to use Anthropic for surveillance. They said no, the feds dropped them for OpenAI. The crazy part is they didn't like the wokeness.
Trying to be triple multicultural? Huh?
From Anthropic, but then they still used it. They said we're dropping you for OpenAI, and then they turned around and still used it for the attacks in Iran. Obviously, it was probably too late to switch over, but it's funny how it's what are you gonna do about it type stuff.
Situation, what you encountered, and how you as you were accessing the scene and transporting victims.
Yeah, it's a conscious choice to wear that sweater and go on the rampage. I can't.
As you were accessing the scene and transporting.
I wonder if he's whispering to her, talking to somebody behind on the other side.
Yeah, it's a conscious choice to wear that sweater and go on the rampage. I can't show the picture because there's a lot of blood on it, but he was wearing the Islamic regime's version of the Iranian flag underneath it.
That's something, I don't know if, Rob, if you wanted to address it.
So Rob Lukritz, Chief of Austin Travis County EMS. EMS, as well as our fellow public safety partners, work very closely with the autonomous vehicle vendors that operate here in the city of Austin. We had more than 20 assets, resources that responded to this event. As was said at an earlier press conference, we were on scene within 57 seconds. And so in the grand scheme of the impact on the overall incident, we don't believe it had any...
He's the EMS director. 57 seconds. That's strange for a city like Austin that we had EMS on the ground within 57 seconds. Almost, I don't know, almost like a false flag? It's a shame that people had to die, but it's almost day after or same day as the Iranian attack. And yet this one still kind of went under the radar.
Impact on patient outcomes.
They took him out. He was not taken
I will say that we're already in touch with Waymo and the autonomous vehicles to
fucking Waymo blocking
to give them our concerns and work with them in order to try to address this moving forward.
If you guys could raise your hands, please, we'll go here, then Jamal.
And for the chief and
like, did you guys see the Waymo that was blocking them in?
More you've learned about possible motive, and I think it was reported that the suspect had a shirt underneath the sweatshirt that showed an Iranian flag. Is there a direct connection to the war in Iran with this shooting here?
So I think for our purposes, as we're, looking at the totality of this, and certainly as a police chief, and we're coming in and we're getting this information, and we see those indicators, we see the second shirt with the Iran, the picture of the Shah on that T-shirt as well. We're thinking about events and what's occurring in the country as well. And so, in addition to the fact that this was a huge, complex scene, we're calling in those federal partners to take a look at that as well. And so, again, the motives, all of those things, that's what this investigation is about right now.
I don't mind.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. So I'll add on that, but first I just want to also express
exactly. You said Quick, someone asked about the terror. Deflect. Yeah, they didn't want to talk about it, even though we have our Secretary of War. Not our Secretary of Defense, but our Secretary of War saying, hey, we are concerned about sleeper cells in America. Again, the police chief has to dance around it because in Austin, I imagine they were appointed by
That's gonna make sense. Secretary of Defense means we always take the defensive. We never, do the direct route. Now we have the Secretary of War, which means, oh yeah, we're gonna come fuck you up. We're going to come fuck you up.
Democrat mayor. I actually can't confirm it, but I imagine it is a Democrat-run city. The idea that they don't want to make that statement. They don't want to start saying, we got to climb up the border. We got to let ICE agents here to start to deport everybody that may be a sleeper agent. They don't want to go down that path. It's kind of sad because they'd rather sacrifice your safety than their narrative.
Concerns about Iranian sleeper cells and kind of what is the Trump administration concerns about Iranian sleeper cells and kind of what has the Trump administration been doing to kind of monitor these threats?
Across the interagency, in full coordination, of course, we're paying attention to any potentialities there. This is a former regime, that seeks to export that ideology and try to sow terror. We're ready for that. We've seen these types of folks before, and the American people can rest assured that we're vigilant on that.
Secretary, thank you. Kind of follow up on that last question. There was
one of the best things that's said about Pete. He keeps this little pin right here. He keeps the 101st on his chest all the time.
What appears to be a terrorist attack in Austin yesterday. How does that change the operation at all? What effect does that have?
And it doesn't change the operation at all, and I know the authorities are executing exactly the way they should.
Concerns about Iranian sleeper cells.
Oh, so they have the concerns. I thought the video also included when they said, do you guys have soldiers actually on the ground in Iran? And he's like, why would I tell you that? You are the enemy. I'm not going to tell you what our operational strategy is right now.
It's funny because a lot of soldiers, a lot of military, we fucking love Pete. We do. Imagine if he was a Secretary of War when I was in the Army. Bro. Shit would have been smooth. He knows. He was there.
I like that, and he's doing a really good job about it. But it's crazy how it's not only just, hey, we're ready for a possible sleeper cell, but there's already an influx or a spike of these incidents. Like you see this over here. What is it? I guess it doesn't tell you what state it is until they go here.
With Homeland Security to avoid deportation, authorities have arrested a so-called chaplain who they say was selling counterfeit badges and
again, I'm sure the left will freak out. Oh, they arrested him. He's a chaplain. I forgot who the other guy was. He had a Middle Eastern sounding name. They're like, they deported him. He's a children's chaplain. It's like, yeah, he hadn't been that for a long time. And also he was on behalf of some pretty extreme beliefs. Again, they're just using it as almost a shield from any and all criticism.
Huge grifter.
With the Department of Homeland Security logo.
Oh my God. Chaplain Emergency.
This promotional video appears on the Instagram page for the Chaplain Emergency Management Agency, or CEMA. The organization reportedly trains citizens to become chaplains so they can provide religious support during emergencies.
Government money.
CEMA's website claims it's an agency of the United States of America, but federal investigators say that's simply not true. According to authorities, the chaplain organization is illegally using the official seal of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. This Instagram video shows Mario Cesar dos Santos, who's now under arrest and facing deportation.
Is this in English?
Federal prosecutors say dos Santos...
Wait, was he speaking in English?
No, he wasn't.
Security. This Instagram video shows...
Why'd they cut it off so fast? I want to know if he was speaking English or not.
Mario Cesar dos Santos, who's now under arrest and facing deportation. Federal prosecutors say dos Santos held chaplain training seminars like this one throughout Central Florida, predominantly for Brazilian immigrants and foreign nationals. After paying $400 to $450 for the chaplaincy certification, investigators say attendees were given these official-looking ID.
Oh, they gave him legit counterfeit badges. Yeah, this guy's going away for a long time.
ID cards with DHS and FEMA logos. Attendees could also purchase gold badges, polo shirts, and bumper stickers with counterfeit seals. This Instagram video shows the merchandise table at an Orlando training seminar.
It's all
Dos
legit
Santos
looking.
allegedly told attendees the merch would give them immunity from immigration enforcement and keep them safe from deportation. A SEMA volunteer reportedly told an undercover investigator her SEMA badge helped her get through an airport security with no issues, and that having her...
Okay. If we're having issues where not only are they making these fake DHS
People
badges,
believe
but
it.
also our TSA agents don't even know what a real badge looks like, we have issues. What if they, like, this is just a person that didn't want to get deported, but what if this was actually a terror cell getting this badge and they were able to get through airport security? They got to go to prison.
SEMA shirt inside her suitcase made a difference when airport security scanned her luggage with an X-ray. Investigators say Dos Santos has previously lied about being a Harvard graduate with a medical degree. He's currently being held in federal custody. Dos Santos was in the United States on a visa.
What kind of medical degree? Huh.
According to the feds, but that visa has expired. There's no indication any of his chaplain trainees will face criminal charges. Mike DeForest, News.
I kind of agree.
Are they illegal? Are they here illegally? Because if they are, you know what? Sorry for you. You got scammed and you're getting sent home.
With that, like, if you got defrauded, it's not really your fault. But then again, if you're an illegal that was just trying to evade deportation, doesn't make you immune from deportation. But this is crazy because all the way over in Van Nuys, which is just a part of the Los Angeles and the Valley area, they said 2 Iranian nationals are arrested in Van Nuys after they executed a search warrant finding a human smuggling hub. So yeah, this, again, not necessarily sleeper cells, but we have a major issue in these sanctuary cities.
Breaking news. Brand new information on an alleged human smuggling hub in Van Nuys.
Air 7 was over the home just a few hours ago, and this was seen near Woodley in Satakoy. Our Mark Cotarobas is live in the newsroom with details. Mark.
Yeah, David and Giovanna, Customs and Border Protection.
And I'll tell you right now, the whole human smuggling thing, Van Nuys, this is where the 405 is. On a previous live stream, I talked about a buddy of mine that got an apartment that he wasn't from the area. I think he was I just know him from LA, but I think he was originally from Washington or possibly Portland, somewhere very liberal up north. Moved off of Van Nuys and wasn't aware of when he went there during the daytime. Checked out the apartment, thought it was okay. It was off Sepulveda, a bad neighborhood, but also found out, hey, at night, is my street just overrun with hookers? Because it looks like there's streetwalkers everywhere. They're not regular people. Like, he thought maybe they were going to a party, but no, they're just hanging out all the time. I'm like, yeah, it's probably part of this human smuggling situation they got over there. Yeah, a lot of suffering, but then again, ICE are the bad guys.
Live in the newsroom with details. Mark.
Yeah, David and Giovanna, Customs and Border Protection providing us new information. Within the past 90 minutes or so, the agency also posted this new video of an arrest. CBP says that they executed a federal search warrant today targeting a human smuggling hub.
Wait a second. Where are all the protesters? In California, of all places. Yeah, get that motherfucker out of here. Let them do their job. See? Simple, quiet, still gets reported, but they're telling you why.
Yeah, we're all the liberals
national
protesting
security
this.
threats. 2 people were arrested. 7 other Iranian nationals were taken into custody earlier this week at the same address. Some of those people were on the FBI terror watch list, we've learned. CBP says the smuggling network has trafficked people from adversarial regimes, including Iran, posing direct risk to U.S. national security.
So basically, the sleeper cells we're so concerned about were being imported directly to Los Angeles. Seems like a big concern, but I don't think Mayor Karen Basura is saying anything about this.
Basura?
Now, this all comes less than a week after the U.S. bombed Iran's nuclear sites. There was some concern Iran would look to retaliate.
Yeah, there's major concerns with that right now, and yet it doesn't seem to be on their mind. Now, this one isn't from America, and there's really no evidence of it, but I mean...
The fucked up part, maybe it doesn't really matter, because it's for a year. But the Department of Homeland Security funding bill still hasn't been passed, so DHS and all those, TSA, they're not getting paid, are they?
It's something that could show the escalation of things.
یه سری تروریست
He's in Canada.
Persian flag.
He is a Iranian, Persian, with the Persian flag in his window. They fired rounds into his store. Oh, I thought this was in English. It's not. But you can very, very clearly see bullet rounds went through his store. If Canada has sleeper cells, I imagine we have it as well. But the craziest part about this is, leave it to the liberal media in North Carolina to say, what was that on? I'll pull it up right now. But the meme of who's most impacted by these attacks.
Here among Muslims here in Asheville is that there'll be a resurgence of anti-Muslim sentiment for Muslims who have no connection to Iran. Asheville's Islamic
most of them don't.
Has drawn hundreds of Muslims to pray together and existed 35 years. But one member who spoke on the condition...
Huh? Think about it. All of them are praying in that center. And guess what? They're still alive to pray again today. You sure there's a lot of worry?
We not use their name said we're concerned about potential anti-Muslim sentiment. Asheville needs to know being Muslim a brown citizen isn't safe. The time has come where we unfortunately don't feel safe, even more so than after 9/11.
And here's the thing is, there are racists. When COVID was happening, people had anti-Asian sentiments. They called me Chinese. I remember being in LA outside. I was working security at some store, and there was a long line to get in, and you had straight up, I'll just say, Middle Eastern people shouting at me because I was bringing in the Chinese flu. I needed to go away or whatever. Like, they were shouting at me, but it was in front of a large line of people trying to get into a store in LA of different races, of allegedly the most liberal city in America, just letting these people berate me and say racist things to my face. Things happen. People are going to do bad things. I don't demand there's a new change in laws to make certain that I don't face racism, because that's just what's in the world. I'm not trying to say it's permissible, but I'm just saying it's reality. Accept it and grow thick skin and just, like you guys are saying, keep your head on a swivel. It is what it is. I don't need to make the world child-proof for my fragile ego. The sad part is, yes, there's going to be issues over there, but it's bizarre on, what was it? I think it was Mamdani's, I forgot what position it is, but somebody that's attached to him is trying to hire people to put a positive face on their religion. Yes, it's an issue, but
how much are they getting paid for
why
that?
is
I'll do
this
it.
the highlight? Why is this the thing that these news outlets have to highlight when they'll highlight this and ignore the fact that the person that committed the terror attack in Austin had a religious
What if
basis?
I did a sign, right? Go to the, like, where, people would protest. Say, what could I say? Learn Islam with me, right? And I'll have a Quran, but inside the Quran, I'm going to be reading it, but I'm just going to start making random shit up. Oh, Allah says you can't put pineapples on pizza. Aha.
This to his attack on innocents.
Notice is that when our country gets embroiled in a war in the Middle East in a Muslim majority country, that tends to result in a rise in anti-Muslim hate or anti-Muslim sentiment here at home.
I don't think this is lie.
Like other
I think this is true.
saw anti-war protesters this weekend.
The anti-war protesters are from the left.
In Iran, however, Muslim citizens celebrated the U.S.-Israel killing of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Still, the deputy director of the Council on American Islamic Relations said there are Muslims who oppose the attack.
I think you will see North Carolina Muslims speaking up against this unjust, illegal war. And
here you go. That gets rid of most of your credibility. Unjust illegal war. The Iranians love it. And somehow you are standing for what is only 30% of their population, of a oppressive dictator. And you're saying the biggest concern we have is for the innocents over here. Again, there are going to be innocent victims of hateful things. I've experienced it.
I don't know. See, they're already in. And it's funny, you think back, what was this dude from? He was Arabic. And he says, do you know who I am? And the dude's like, no. Like, well, you will. You will know who I am.
Before we go further, I want to acknowledge that
our trans community needs abortion care too.
He says this in front of a cross. This is James Tallarico, who defeated our queen Jasmine Crockett to become the Democrat nominee for Senate in Texas. He is incredibly woke.
God is non-binary. Modern science
Isn't God actually non-binary though?
Are many more than two biological sexes. In fact, there are 6.
Oh gee, I wonder why liberals view him as the new Democrat wonder boy and have people like Stephen Colbert all excited. But it's not the first time they've been swept off their feet. Remember Beto O'Rourke? He skateboarded, people loved him, and he spoke Spanish at the debate.
Vamos a tratar cada persona con el respeto.
But alas, he just couldn't win. Pete Buttigieg is cut from this same clean young white guy cloth, with his cool twist being that he's homosexual. Isn't that awesome, young people? His husband has kids pledge allegiance to a gay flag.
I pledge my heart. I pledge my heart. To the rainbow. To the rainbow.
So cool. But anyway, now we have James Tallarico, and what's his twist? He loves God. He's really so religious, but he's the right kind of Christian. Super woke, not hateful and bigoted. Don't you guys just love him?
When I use the word woman, it should not be understood as an exhaustive term, but rather as a lens through which to understand, examine, and interrogate patriarchy. Similar to how we specify anti-black racism when talking about police violence.
I believe Jesus Christ reveals that reality to us. But I also think that other traditions reveal that reality in their own ways with their own symbol structures. And I've learned more about my tradition by learning more about Buddhism and Hinduism and Islam and Judaism.
So when this guy beat Jasmine Crockett, her first thing was Trump stole this. This is Trump's fault. All right. Let's see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Now she doesn't have a job. So I don't know what we're going to do. We have nobody to make fun of. Because
I see these beautiful fake traditions as circling the same truth.
We shouldn't be too surprised. This is the church he goes to. Exactly what do they really worship?
Jesus Christ himself was a radical feminist. Being Christian.
Wait, what?
And was a radical feminist. Being Christian and being pro-choice.
What's a radical feminist? Jesus Christ. You do know Nick Fuentes is a psyop, right? You do know that, right? Just like Lily Gladys, all of them, they get paid that $7,000 per show.
Are absolutely consistent because Christianity is a feminist religion.
This idea that to be a Christian means you have to be anti-gay and anti-abortion, there really is no historical, theological, biblical basis for that opinion. In context of abortion, before God comes over Mary and we have the incarnation, God asks for Mary's consent. So to me, that is an affirmation in one of our most central stories that creation has to be done with consent.
All over Mary?
You cannot force someone to create. Creation is one of the most sacred acts that we engage in as human beings.
So abort those.
Tell me how. What? The Epstein stuff? That's not him. That's not him. He doesn't control the Department of Justice, does he? No? Well, he kind of does. What else you got? Iran? We already went over that. I don't agree with it, but for me, this is retribution. Retribution. And then it goes back to, we can't have China with these data centers so we can beat them in AI. It's not. We're not at war. You got to think about this. There's everything a rhyme and a reason. Did we go to war with that fucking Venezuela? No, their fucking president came to us and now we have a minerals deal, right? Yeah, retribution. What the fuck did you do? Huh? Did you go over there and get injured? Did you go over there and get killed? No. Then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Babies, ladies.
The disagreement.
I'm going to fight this war for.
So so glad you're here. Actually, no.
If you don't let...
Let's skip. Hold on. Because we're going to have the same view.
Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Everybody's up in arms about me wearing...
From a veteran.
Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Everybody's up in arms about...
Should be interesting.
Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Everybody's up in arms about me wearing my blues, waving a Palestinian flag. I'm here in D.C. going to send our...
Right. Are they, though? Is that really their fault? They're deporting. What? 400,000 so far? And over 1 million self-deports? I'd say that's working pretty well. We know. We know. You act like we had a choice. Yeah? I mean, yeah, the retards got to be the ones protecting people. So why not? You know, I figured you're from Colorado, typical Dem.
Men and women into harm's way. I represent Ninja Turtles. If you're such a Trump supporter, enlist your children in the war, in the military right now. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, Palestine will be free.
Why do they always have to do it in the uniform? I was hoping the Marine Corps could stay virtuous. And we got this guy, halls of Montezuma, none of it fits together. Stand by.
Let's go. Israel is the reason for this war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
All right, he's got his opinions. I understand. I'm not a political guy. I don't get all what's going on. But I do know you show up in your dress blues and you embarrass the Marine Corps. I have a problem with it. I mean, he's out. What is it with these people who are out that wear the uniforms all the time? I don't get it. I'm having a hard time wrapping it around my head. Why? Help me understand.
America does not want to stop its sons and daughters the war for Israel. Your inability to name that shows your exemptness as leaders. Out. This is wrong. And nobody wants to fight for Israel.
Is it going to help his cause? Absolutely not. There's a way to do it. This ain't it. Yeah, he got a lot of press. But if you look through his TikToks and stand by, we'll play some more. There's something there, something going on. And is it a political stunt? Does he have something else that, needs to be addressed? Because it gets squirrely very, very fast.
Like this, it goes from people thinking, oh, wait, he's got a cause, to what an embarrassment he is. Look up. Find the post everywhere you'll find about these. All veterans, Marine Corps, Navy, Army. I think that's it. Say, we can protest. We can protest, but we don't do it in uniform. They teach you that from day one. You put that uniform on to protest, it's theatrics.
Please stand up as a Marine and stand up for America.
See, we're not saying what he did was wrong. We agree with the sentiment. But it's how he did it. And it's showing. Jameson's a Marine Corps vet.
So I'm not going to show what happens. His arm gets jammed in the door. You can imagine you've already seen that. We got Senator Sheehy, who comes in to help. Navy SEAL, right, from Montana. I guess now the one party is going to sue Sheehy for something. I mean, at the end of the day, we got to have...
There's a... Oh my God, I used to be part of them. It's on Montana. But it's a retreat for veterans. That hunting, all that stuff, it's pretty hard to get into, but
have some good order and discipline. If he wants to get up and say his piece and he stands by it, I'm with him. I support that. I don't support him wearing the uniform and embarrassing the Marine Corps. 100% do not support that. I don't support him acting like a complete D-bag. What is going on? Again, take the politics out of it. If you're trying to get your message across, is this the most effective tool? And the answer is no.
No one wants to fight For Israel!
Oh.
Why are you here? Why are you getting arrested?
Free Palestine, from the halls of Montezuma
All right,
to the shore.
Remember I said Theatrics? Code Pink. The person that loaded this video is Code Pink. They're a radical feminist group, which believe in, no wars. Cool. But you know who's in Code Pink? Who's a part of Code Pink? Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's where I was like, oh man, this is total Theatrics now.
Was it Tripoli? Palestine will be free.
Oh my God, they broke his arm. Oh man.
We just witnessed a Marine veteran interrupting the hearing because there is a war in Iran and our military brothers.
He knows it's going to happen. You know this is coming, right? Maybe this is a stunt. Tell me this is a stunt to get him to get some headlines. He's all over the place, right? Does it change anything? No. He's going to be spending 20 grand in legal fees to sort this out. It just doesn't work, right? I understand the political, but you're not doing anything. The end result you're going to get from this is nothing beyond people go, I'm not voting for you in the Green Party in North Carolina. Like something ain't right.
I don't know if he goes over this, but yeah, he's running for office.
Are going to die for Israel, and we are here to say no. We do not support Israel. We do not want to die for Israel.
I'm down with what she's saying. I do not want our troops going abroad and fighting wars that are perpetual wars, never end. Again, politics aside, I'm trying to stay out of that limelight. It's not my job. I don't know politics. I do know that the end result here is not effective. I'm going to show you a few TikToks of the man and stay here. Something is off. And what do we do to help these kind of people? Can you help them? Is it too much social media brain? What the hell's going on here?
Much concern there who's just caught up on me wearing the uniform and that bites, man. That hurts. You're missing the whole point, everybody. Everybody's up in arms about me wearing my blues, waving a foreign flag or Palestinian flag and saying is bringing disrespect to the fallen people. You don't think I lost somebody in the Marines?
We got two separate issues, right? I mean, I understand what he's saying. I don't want to give up blood or treasure anymore. We agree to that. But the manner in which you do it, does it look unhinged? Does it look unhinged? Is he that passionate? Is he getting sucked in by social media? What's your position? You tell me your position on what's going on in Iran. I'd be curious to hear. Thank you.
And anyway, you come to me and I get aggressive. I know I get animated and I'm just talking to my phone and you might say, man, come to me and talk to me in the face. Well, you know what? Damn it. I want to be peaceful, but I'm letting it out.
All right. So what has he done? He's got children, obviously. He's got a family. It's going to cost him a lot of money. You know the rules. That's the thing. You know the parameters. You may not like it, but you know this is going to end up. Again, maybe this is what he wanted, right? More clout on social media. But you're not accomplishing your goal this way. You could have had a coherent video and maybe it gets picked up and goes viral. This makes people turn their television off. I'm being a boomer, right? Who wants to see this? No.
Sorry.
Hey guys, I'm
a boomer, right? Who wants to see this? Will turn had a coherent video and maybe it gets picked up and goes viral. This makes people turn their television off. I'm being a boomer, right? Who wants to see this? No.
Hey guys, I'm here in DC trying to speak out against the Senate and ask them why they're
On a bad day.
going to send our men and women to harm's way when our elected officials said that there would be no world war. Anybody who feels disillusioned and betrayed by our government, you're not alone.
I mean, most people feel that way. Is your voice coming out? Did you vote for what the politicians? No, of course not. But again, I have a fence of him wearing. Maybe it's small, but just don't wear the uniform. Don't wear the Marine Corps uniform that all you devil dogs and I wore. It makes it look cheap. Your point. You're using that as a prop to show you did something. And that's fine. I want your political beliefs to be heard. I want you to go to the Senate hearing. I want you to do this, though.
Join us in demanding accountability for this betrayal. Being a fireman, I have a lot of right-leaning friends.
All right, don't lie to me now. I know you guys are tipping too many back around the holidays. You take care of yourself, your joints, you get 20% off.
My social circle is full of sports playing, working at.
Okay, now you're a fireman, and you're not a fireman anymore, right? That's what's going to happen here. I mean, does this guy look stable? So I call this irresponsible. He's got children at home. He's got a family. I understand he wants to protest, and I get it. I want him to do that. That's the point of this, what makes America great, right? But he's not taking care of his family now. This is going to be the end game.
Gung-ho types that seem to just be Trump supporters. So if you're such a Trump supporter...
Later on, he doesn't know the dude's name. It's literally right here on top of this video.
Enlist your children in the war, in the military right now.
I'm 100% believer that every politician should give up one of their children to go in the military. 100%. But you go out there and you bury yourself in the uniform, you run around like a maniac, you're all over TikTok, it's not going to get you to your end game. You're going to have a job and you're irresponsible with your family.
Them in harm's way for the country that you are so, and for the administration you're so, just so down with. Right. Do that. Or you do it yourself.
I love the concept. I hate the way he tried to deliver his message.
Good evening. Having a hard time sleeping because I can't have a hard time thinking about the over 100 little Iranian initial bombing, the 3 American soldiers in a Kuwaiti base that were...
Do you believe that? He's having a hard time sleeping because of those things? I don't. I don't. I mean, I have compassion for it. I don't want to see any of that happen. I don't. But when people say they're like, I can't sleep, like, you could relate to it because you have children. I understand that. When people say that, I feel like they're not being honest with me. Not being truthful, right? Oh, God.
That anybody who passes away in this conflict will be a bit of a noble cause, and coming from him, that means nothing.
All the politicians say that in every war, right? This one's hard to wrap your mind around. What we're doing, again, I don't know all the facts. I read like you, but I just don't get it. I'm still just, I'll let the experts figure out the commentary and the good dudes who understand it better than I do.
I got a story. I was playing tag with these guys. I was being my boy, Mike Harbison. He's the best of a kid.
I'm wondering in the slurred speech, is there something involved here? It's kind of a thing, right? Guy like him, I think he's 44. First name, he's Brian.
Wait, we're the same
I'll
age?
give you his last name, but
I turned into him and I was playing tag. And I was chasing these kids. I was like, ah! It was at a little daycare thing for kids from 1 to 12 or 14. And anyway, there's this one young redheaded Arab kid who was running around. He looked like he had a chip on his shoulder. I bet he got picked on for being a white redheaded kid, Arab.
No shit. Whenever we would go into Camp Stryker, along the way to Camp Stryker, we'd come off Tampa and we'd have to take an offshoot road. There was always, as I remember in 2008, we always saw this little white one. He was a ginger. And we're like, wait a minute. How does a ginger have kid? I mean, how the fuck is a ginger here? How the fuck is a ginger here? I mean, it was 2008. The war did start in 2004, 2003. Hey, whatever. And you got to think, contractors are already there.
Anyway, he was kind of tough and stuff, and he'd always come up to me and try to flex.
Can you believe this story? The redheaded Arabic kid in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
I'm not buying it. It's clout chase. Last video I did, make sure to watch it, about the fitness guy, former Air Force MP, who made up a story about his face and an injury in combat. He's never in combat, never had the IED. And why can we believe anybody? Does anybody we go, okay, this guy's a good dude? What's going on? I mean, it's scale. I know a lot of good dudes here on YouTube, but this has become I just don't believe anything.
And I put my hands out and punched him and stuff. Anyway, he was cool. We had a fun time. We was playing tag. Good morning. Do you think this war is based on the banking system and money, or do you think it's based on religion? I think it's based really truly happening for the money system, because Iran and Venezuela are based on the big...
Well, thanks for the hot take. It's all about money, right? Medley Butler. Come on, man.
Hey, Americans, if you think going to war is the American way and it's good to do, just know the globe knows that we're principles and we are becoming a...
So you've got a flavor, some context of the man. The young sergeant who's been out forever. What's your position on the uniform? My answer is absolutely not. Please don't embarrass the Marine Corps. And plus, you're out. Whatever uniform is. Once you're out, you're out.
Yep, he's true. I see my uniform in my closet all the time. Do I pull it out? Most likely not. No. And why do I say not only are veterans thinking this whole incident was staged, planned, all for political theater? anytime you have any shout outs like that in any Senate hearing, it's political theater. To say it's not, just denying the truth.
Can you fuck off enough? The left hates this country. It's why Barack Obama, remember people go, whoa, this is a country, when he didn't wear a flag pin? Because he was the first president in modern history to do that as a statement. Why was it a controversy when his wife, Michelle Obama, or husband, depending on how you view it, husband, said that the first time she was proud when Barack Hussein Obama won? That means that she was never, she has disdain for, she hates this country. I mean, she's always hated this country until there was some type of personal gain, meaning in that case being first lady or husband. So the left, we establish, right, we agree. And if you look at the polls, patriotism, those who love America, regardless of who is president, it's very consistent. It has been for really as long as we've been taking these polls with conservatives, Republicans. They will answer, yep, I still love America, and they will try and fight the policy, the administration that they believe is destroying America. But it doesn't oscillate a whole lot. They love America, which is why when we're talking about this here on the right, the left hates America. Does it sound like these people who claim that they are America first and you're not unless you agree with them? Does it sound like they love America more than you? They're America first?
A terrorist is somebody who kills people for political motives. That's what the definition is.
That's not what it is.
Somebody who kills someone for religious or political motives. Is that not America? America killed 1 million innocent people in Iraq.
Oh, America's the bad guy.
America bombs Iran. America funds Israel to commit a genocide.
So I wanted to know what Tucker Carlson, who has long opposed the idea of another war in the Middle East, what he thought of this. And his answer, he told me the president's decision is, quote, absolutely disgusting and evil.
Let's get real. The United States of America is arguably the worst terrorist organization in the world.
You see, that sounds like a leftist to me, because you're saying America is the biggest terrorist organization. America is the bad guy. Let's go to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Imagine murdering countless innocent people in a foreign country and expecting them to be grateful you freed them from their government. Again, first point, you're saying America is the bad guy. America are the terrorists. We're not talking about whether it's the right use of funds. You are starting off, your jumping off point is America evil. And I can tell you that it's wrong. Imagine murdering countless innocent people in a foreign country, expecting them to be grateful. Well, you know who's really grateful? And there's no argument about this? The Iranians.
USA! USA! USA!
I ain't gonna lie, I like that person, guys.
It's thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Trump, Mr. President.
Is that a real guy?
I love Trump.
I remember Marjorie Taylor Greene, Dave Smith said, none of the... You expect these people to be grateful? Well, they are. What do you do with that now? What do you do with this?
Thank you very much.
Ayatollah Khamenei is dead.
Banger. Again, I want to be really clear. Do not misconstrue what I'm saying.
Right.
This is not an argument for intervention in Iran or that it's the best use, the best appropriation of military. That is not the argument that I'm making. What I'm pointing out is the people who claim to be more America first than you say America is the bad guy, and they substantiate it by saying America is killing throngs of innocent people. And then there's a chorus of people from said nation saying, we couldn't be more grateful. That's the only point that I'm making there. Please comment and let me know that you understand, because these America First people who think that America is the bad guy, which I don't understand. Well, yesterday, they finally found their martyr. A Marine Corps vet disrupted a Senate Armed Services subcommittee. And again, when you watch it, if your gut says this seems like something a leftist would do, we'll help you. Then fact check it. That's because it is, and they are.
Israel is the reason for this war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
America does not want to send its sons and daughters to war for Israel. Your inability to name that shows your exemptness as leaders. Out. This is wrong.
And this from the More America First crowd, their narrative is he was targeted for standing up to Israel. If you don't find this abhorrent, you're not America First. That's the narrative. Almost copy paste. Then we'll explain it to you.
No one wants to fight for Israel.
Agreed.
Oh shit! Did you hear it?
Yeah, his hand, because he was jamming it in a door.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you for your service.
No. Watch this. All staged.
I mean, not the broken hand, but.
Oh my. Oh, well, then you can't do anything to him ever. That's right. He was a Marine 22 years ago.
The guy escorting him was a Navy SEAL.
We just witnessed a Marine veteran interrupting the hearing, and they broke his arm.
Why did he interrupt the hearing?
Because there is a war in Iran, and our military brothers and sisters are going to die for Israel, and we are here to say no. We do not support Israel. We do not want to die for
Who's saying this? What brought is that?
Her. She's saying it. And the idiots with it's the exact same thing that the left always does, right? There's tokenism, there's identity politics, and if you don't agree, then you hate, it could be trans, you want to genocide trans people. If you don't agree, you want to send Marines to their death for Israel. By the way, he's not active duty, he's not going to Iran. Second, the person escorting him was a Navy SEAL, to be clear. The narrative out there is freedom of speech until you say you don't want to die for Israel. No one has a problem with you saying that. I don't have a problem with you saying that. I'll say it. I don't want to die for Israel. I don't want anyone in our military to die for Israel.
Yeah, you can say that. Just like Jameson said before, and many other posts under it. Uniform, bad optics. That point, you're not making a point. They've been doing that since the Vietnam War.
But if you watch it, you go, that just feels like something the left would do, a false premise in identity politics to try and silence any type of disagreement. Mm-hmm. That's because this person is. The setup was. And again, Senator Tim Shea is a Navy SEAL, served in Afghanistan, Iraq, South America. And you had a point that you made earlier, too, about this.
Yeah. So... I don't know which point.
Well, he's first of all, he's not active duty.
So first of all, yeah, he's not active duty, and he's wearing his Marine uniform. He got out of the. I looked him up. He got out of the Army or Marines in 2004. So that was 20.
Actually, we'll go to check this out. So this. Let's read some comments under that last video. How do I? Yo, this setup changed. What the fuck? Let's look at some of the comments under Jameson's video. All right, I'm going to have to stand up for this one. This former Marine must be related to Senator Mark Kelly. The hills have eyes. Dishonorable conduct. Wear your civvies. Wear the civilian clothes. Butchering the Marine Corps hymn is the most criminal part of this. Oh. Veterans may wear their uniforms during authorized ceremony events such as military funerals, memorial services, weddings, inaugurals, and parades. It is generally permitted for patriotic parades, ceremonies, and occasions of military etiquette, proving the uniform is worn with dignity, honorably discharged, and not bring discredit to the armed forces. Key guidelines for wearing the uniform. Authorized. It's too much reading. 100% relied on his blues instead of logic to make a statement. He's a mental case. It happens. He should fake course marks. He's not in the military, so. What the fuck is the halls of Montezuma? He should probably move to Palestine and fight for them. He's embarrassing in his behavior, acting like reps all American and expects honor no matter what he says because of the uniform. That's what I'm saying. Just because they're vets, we're vets, it doesn't mean we're above anything. I'm not saying I know I'm not a good person. I just don't fucking care. What an idiot. Women screaming hysterically when they absolutely do not have to serve or be drafted. This is either a faker or a pogue. Maybe he's a pogue. This is the type of guy who may end up hurting people in our country for not agreeing with him. Get in your face kind of person saying, "Did you ever serve?" Shut up. This is guys tied to Code Pink. Hell yeah. He's running for U.S. Senate in the state of North Carolina as a member of the Green Party. Tells me everything I need to know. I'm not sure this is the kind of attention that will win him votes. VA board. Any evidence you have PTSD, sir? This guy. It's all in my video. See? Those are vets. That's what we think about this guy. Right message, wrong route.
22 years ago, he still fits in his uniform. Got to give him that. I can't. But he put it on. You don't wear your uniform, outside of service, unless you're at a funeral or a reunion or something that's of significant, meaning. You just look like a douche. Like everybody else, every other veteran's like, look at this douche putting his uniform on to use it as a prop. Yes. He used his dress blues as a prop and then started yelling and then didn't listen when they told him not to. First of all, if he was active duty and he's in uniform, you cannot go to a protest. It's against the Uniform Code of Military Justice. You can be court-martialed for it. You can lose rank. You can be sent out of the military for that offense. But also, he's not active duty. He's talking about, I'm not going to go to war. No, you're not.
Right.
You're not going anywhere.
He's using it as a prop, and it's against military code of conduct, to be clear. But those people want you want to send people to die for Israel. I don't want anyone to die for Israel.
Correct.
Period. Across the board.
Ever.
That's not the discussion. And the people saying you want to send people to die for Israel are the same people saying, by the way, America's the bad guys. We're the terrorists.
Well, they're like, they broke his hand. I'm like, did you see the video? Yeah. He reached around to grab the door. When he did, he pushed the next door open, grabbed the hinge, and then it closed on him.
Yeah.
You can't interrupt a Senate hearing. You can't interrupt a Senate hearing and then not listen to them. And then when they take you out, and then, okay, he's a Marine. What is so he's special?
Yeah.
I don't care.
No.
Speak your piece, and then when they say leave, you leave.
Well, let's also get in. Hey, look, all of these are valid points, right? But I know the guy served his country. I know people are going to say to me, hey, did you serve your country there, tough guy? No, I haven't. And I understand, and I'm very grateful to those who do.
Yep.
Okay, in 3, 2...
Coffee.
This person, Brian McGinnis, who's being held out as the only Marine whose opinion matters, a true dyed-in-the-wool leftist, is running for office. Now, to be clear, maybe Senate, maybe Congress. We don't exactly know. A member of the Green Party, donated to Jill Stein. Wears, oddly enough, an Ireland and Palestine flag pin.
What? Interesting. Okay.
What? Is he Irish?
Yeah, on his campaign website. And in case you were wondering, so the people who say they're America first, and you're not America first unless you understand that America is the bad guy. And look at this non-active duty Marine who's violating this code of conduct, right? He is more American than you. You need to support him because he's America first. Well, let's see McInnes's political positions. In his own words, is he a leftist? I felt like he was.
All right. Hello, my name is Brian McGinnis, and I'm running for the congressional seat for North Carolina. If voted in, I will present to Congress the great American acknowledgement, a reparations plan for black families. I am not the one to speak on this as a privileged white man. I will anyway. Out of deep remorse for our American history, if I, as a white man, don't speak against what some fellow whites still stand for today, discussing foolish white supremacy, then I'll be damned. I sure as hell insist Jews denounce the state of Israel right now.
I'm sure they're going to.
I hear them now. Right. How do you plan on paying all those reparations? Simple.
I don't.
Take the money we give to Israel and give it to American black families.
Pause. First off, I don't think anyone who's America first is saying, how are you going to pay those reparations for the Jews? I did the math. That would be about $73 a year for blacks. Good job. By the way, cut all the funding for Israel. I'll agree. The $3 to $4 billion a year, $2 to $4 billion. Yep, absolutely. That's not going to. It's not going to solve reparations.
That's like almost set in stone. for a lot of presidents.
More than it's going to solve one court case in Minnesota. These people are disingenuous. Yeah. They are leftists treating you like a leftist audience, meaning you are a rube. You're a quisling. Don't be one. Let's continue.
We can pay Israeli citizens, but we can't pay Americans?
$73.
Right, North Carolinian ancestors built this country, for crying out loud. I went to the West Bank.
Was that on your paper?
In August 2024.
For crying out loud.
I was nearly killed multiple times. The most threatening attack was while having large rocks thrown at me by shirtless teenage Israeli settlers. An IDF soldier shot a CS gas canister directly at my head and missed my huge nose by millimeters.
Well, it's still effective.
So you are a Jew.
I consider them our most important ally against the state of Israel. Free Palestine.
Wait, where the fuck did he serve where he was in Palestinians and Jews, Israel's? Was he visiting Palestine? Well, maybe. I think his wife is.
Oh
boy.
That's the flag
America.
Speak up, devil dogs. That's your guy.
Legalize weed. Raise teacher
Congratulations
pay,
on the Masters win.
Families, tax the rich, subsidize childcare. Joe Rogan, please have me, Michael Dublin, and Tony Aguilar on your show. If you don't think military occupation is coming here, then you haven't been paying attention. To Trump's ICE agents murdering people in the streets with impunity. If you where I'm from, Illinois, then you would know that placing solar panels.
Holy shit, he's crazy.
He's nuts.
He's got post-traumatic stress disorder.
But these on the right, America First, go, come on.
When you're cleaning your couch, don't hold it like this. Hold like this.
He's got to be having fun in this one.
Yeah, look.
What?
He's out of his mind. It's rumored he may not even be running for office. This is all just a stunt to promote his new film, Capitol Hill Have Eyes. And it's uncanny.
Is that a nipple?
The other thing, too, before we get to the fact that he's married to a pro-Palestinian activist, think about this. I get it. AIPAC needs to register. I get it. Screw them with a wire brush. I don't like their influence. Israel should not be leading the dance on anything. I understand all of that. I think we shouldn't be funding any of this in the Middle East unless there's something that involves our own interests. And that's where the conversation should take place. I'll tell you why it's not. When he says, I think Palestine are our greatest ally in Israel. Okay. Is it the official position of Hamas that the United States is evil and Satan and needs to be destroyed? But you're America first. Is it the official position of the Islamic Republic of Iran, not the people celebrating, thanking America and Donald Trump, the people who you denigrate and say are innocent being killed, they don't agree with you? Is it the position of the Islamic Republic that America is the big Satan? Yeah, it is. And you somehow align yourself with them or think that they're not a problem. How can you be America first and always align? Always align. You align with the left against Donald Trump and his actions on Iran. You align with the left, this guy obviously, against ICE, which we've seen other people on the dissident right do. At a certain point, you go, wait a second. When I align, I say I'm America first, but I want to impeach Trump. I say I'm America first, but I say that we should go out and vote Democrat. I say I'm America first, but I say stay home during the midterms. I say I'm America first, but I align with Hamas and Palestine, who want to destroy America. I say I'm America first, but I take the side of the Islamic Republic in Iran rather than the people thanking Donald Trump. Maybe you're not America first. Maybe you're not MAGA, and we shouldn't be taking our tips from you. And as far as this guy, certainly not your wife, who's a crazy bitch.
Hey, everybody. This is my wife and Addie. And we are wanting to let you know Bilal Muhammad's fighting tonight at the UFC, defending his belt. And he is a Palestinian-American, lives in Chicago, and he is fighting for he's defending his championship belt. And if you are not in the UFC, or if you are, make sure to get the event on pay-per-view. And percentage of proceeds go to him because he's a champion. And so just go Bilal and free Palestine.
I've lived in occupied Palestine for 4 to 5 years of my life. I'm here today to ask the Raleigh City Council to finally take a stand against the terror state of Israel. I just saw Cornel West on Al Jazeera, and he was all like, if it was my Jewish brothers who were being occupied and mistreated, I'd be in solidarity with my Jewish brothers. If it was my white brothers who were being occupied and oppressed, I'd be in solidarity with my vanilla brothers.
No, you wouldn't.
That's a lie.
In the land of olive trees. From the river to the south that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in?
Good, we're finished.
Two things. Hey, you notice she says, Palestine occupied by Israel. Why don't we ever hear them say occupied Palestine referring to Hamas?
Well, Hamas is the good
Shouldn't
guy.
that be considered an occupation? Oh, you elected them, right? But then you want to say, no, Hamas doesn't represent Palestine, so you separate them. Well, then why don't you complain about the occupation of Hamas? That's first point. Second one
Hamas
is
homegrown.
Let's just say that these people, like her and her husband, had their way, okay, from the river to the sea. That means there is no more Israel, okay?
That's not
that means that
bad thing.
Hamas, Palestine, has more power, has more land, has more control. Do you really think that that would result in the United States expending fewer military resources in the Middle East? Do you really think that that would lead to more stability in the Middle East if you don't want us to be fighting foreign wars? You want Hamas, the non-occupiers of Palestine, according to these people, to have more power and more land, who have an expressed purpose in destroying the United States of America? Just those 2 points. Why don't you call it an occupation when it's Hamas? And what kind of military intervention do you think would be required if Palestine did have, Hamas did have, from the river to the sea? Why don't we talk about that? You know? And here's actually a good example, I just think, because it's tokenism. This is all tokenism.
Why does that little piece of land really fucking matter? There's nothing there.
That's why it feels so leftist. These I'm America first, by the way, vote Democrat. Let's compare. Sneeko, who is out there, who claims to, I think, be kind of America first, but Muslim, I don't really know, but he certainly has worn the hat, versus Osmond Gold, who, by the way, I don't think that he claims to be America first. I don't even know that we would agree on everything politically. He just seems like a sensible person. So there's tokenism, America first, telling you to stay home and that Republicans bad, America bad, versus a sensible but not necessarily MAGA individual. Who makes more sense? Who feels like a leftist?
That's what you get.
Broke the hand of a Marine.
These people are absolutely and completely addicted to optics. All they care about is how they're seen.
No, he cares about his life, and he cares about the lives of his fellow troops. He cares about the fellow Americans that are going to go to a war under a false pretense. He cares about truth. This is...
In reality, if they're like, okay, we're going to go to war, and I'm like, you know what? Are they just going to take anybody? I'd go. Not for the fact that it's Jew money, but I'd go for personal reasons. And a lot of veterans I've talked to, we all think the same way. We look at it differently. Just like Trump is using Israel and Iran to take out China. Not Israel. Venezuela and Iran to take out China's oil supply. I don't know. We do it.
What being American is all about, Osmond Gold. It's not siding with the tyrannical government, getting people to die for a lie.
He's America first, but
it's the
tyrannical
people
government
standing up against tyranny.
Shouldn't have put yourself in that situation.
Dude, you're trying to...
I missed it.
He's trying to put him in a situation where he's dying in Tehran.
No.
He's not active duty. Hasn't got the name in 2 years.
Is there not leading and defying orders? Exactly.
No, man.
Dude, Osmond Gold, do you know how this country started? They were defying orders by dumping the tea in the ocean. They flipped over the boats.
No,
come on. The smugness here is insane.
Why don't we listen
so
to
the senator helped drag this piece of out? Oh, God.
Dude, calling a veteran a piece of shit, bro. It's like you put your life on the line for this country, or so you think, and look at the way you get treated.
He would call me a piece of
That's fine. Everybody sit down, please.
Damn, bro. You broke your arm all for nothing, and now you're going to catch a charge. That's sad.
Bro, you want him to get him to die for nothing. He's going
to...
My prediction, bro, he's going to apologize for this statement.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, this is... So don't... My point is this. Don't let asshats like that define America first. And certainly don't let the conservative movement and all of the gains that have been made, conservatives, Republicans, right-wingers, nationalists, Christian nationalists, traditionalists, populists, whatever you want, don't let that be fractured by someone who supports an evil theology, ideology, Islam, someone who says that our president and this administration is that of tyranny, someone who has no understanding of the Boston Tea Harbor or, by the way, physics. You don't just tip an actual ship like we dumped tea into a ship can sink. You don't just tip it over.
It's like a cow.
Yankees fan. He's a moron.
Yeah, and someone who has no understanding, of what it means to actually serve your country. One guy's a Navy SEAL. One guy's an insane person who wants Palestine, Hamas, to have from the river to the sea. And by the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene, people out there, I mean, we could run down, who do you want to run down? Dave Smith, who said America is the biggest terrorist organization in the world. By the way,
that makes me a terrorist.
Yeah.
By the way.
I've had him on the show. We've had friendly discussions. I have no ill will toward Dave Smith as a person. That's an asinine statement.
Yes, it is.
Run down the list. They're the ones who should define to you what America, and I'm not saying that it should be Mark Levin or Ben Shapiro at all. I don't think any American should die in a war exclusively for Israel. Let's all agree on that. And then we've had the discussion, okay, but is a neutered Iran, is a less potent Iran, is that only in the interest of Israel? That's the only argument that we are having. I put myself on the hook, said give it 3 months, let's check back, rather than shouting impeachment. That's our position. That's my position. The other position is America is the world's biggest terrorist organization. Donald Trump is a tyrant, and Islam ain't so bad. You don't understand America first unless you're on board with them. Just piss. Can you fuck off enough?
That's where people misunderstand me. I don't give a fuck about Israel. I don't give a fuck about Iran. Maybe I just like war. But it's kind of more personal for me than, I guess, other people. But I'm not going to keep talking about that because, well, that's dumb. Now let's find... Where is it? Steve-O. Steve-O. Guys remember Steve-O? Jackass? The retard? Well, they were all retards. Well, I think he just made himself even more retarded. And Joe Rogan agrees.
If you don't let me beat the girls in sports, then I'm gonna hurt some people.
The more that you study leftism, the more you realize that the core tenet at the very center of the ideology is self-loathing. You hate yourself. You hate your skin color, your gender, your name, your school, your church, your community, your parents. You hate the way that they raised you. You hate the sun and the sky and the moon and the stars, and you hate your nation. And all of that is going to end very, very badly. It does.
I think no, not on here. It was on Facebook. It's whatever. It's whatever. Mission's going to stay the same.
At a increasing clip, you see articles like this. This is from last week.
But she didn't get fired.
Where the wife of a
I agree with that, her getting fired, because I want that $200 million back. And when Big Boy Trump found about that fraud, that's why I got rid of her. And now I'm off track again. Oh, she became like some American Shield director, some crazy made up fucking job. I like Mark Wayne Mullen. I do. As far as DHS, I don't know yet. We'll see. Because you never know how someone's going to do until they get to that position. Like Marco Rubio. Who would have thought Marco Rubio was a fucking beast?
Gender, man, or whatever. This beautiful family. The kids were gunned down.
Mark Wayne Mullen's the same guy that
by their
wanted to
dad.
fight a witness at one of the hearings.
Claims to be transgender. Family said he was an absolute nut, and goes to a hockey match where his kids are playing in Rhode Island and starts blasting people. It's something that is happening at a much higher incidence rate.
But again, with Theatrics. Firing Noam was Theatrics. Because it had to happen. Especially when they run on fraud. It had to happen. And I'm glad it was a Republican that broke it out.
Wants to admit Minneapolis school shooter ID'd as trans woman. It wasn't actually a school, it was a church. Shot a bunch of children while praying in Minneapolis. Posted on social media, "Where is your God?" Along with a photo of Christ on a target. We'll never know the true motive. We need to talk about this kind of stuff. I post about it often because in the interest of protecting you and your children, your families, something needs to be done here. There is a alarming trend of transgender shootings that, of course...
Maybe it was this one, but they were saying... They were saying that more people have been killed by trans this year than ICE.
Statistically, outpace the number of transgenders in society.
Christy Noam's going to be fine.
So you need to start asking, like, why is this population so violent? Also, you need to cut against some of the propaganda that says trans people are the victims of violence. That is patently untrue. Trans people are 3.87 times less likely to be killed than the average U.S. citizen. Having a command of this subject matter is critically important. Obviously, Charlie Kirk is dead because Tyler Robinson, in part, was living with his transgender boyfriend, I guess. Again, we don't talk about this kind of stuff enough. But thankfully, Joe Rogan is, of all people. And he had Steve-O from Jackass, who in the sort of dying embers of his career has decided to go completely political. Even though he's Canadian, doesn't make any sense. You're a guest in our country, and you made millions punching yourself in the nuts.
Made a lot of money here.
And now he's talking about how he hates ICE. Got it. They go political to try and get some type of cultural resurgence in their careers. It's embarrassing. They're probably being paid for it. But anyway, Steve-O went on the Joe Rogan podcast and started spitting all of this fake news about ICE and about the killings and then about trans people, and just got bodied by Joe Rogan here.
I heard what they had to say about, politicians trying to put them in internment camps, and
who's doing that? What politicians are saying they should be put in internment camps?
I think there was
trans people in internment camps.
There might be one kook out there that's saying that to try to get attention. Right. There's no movement to try to put transgender people in internment camps.
Okay, well then I'll land on this.
Do you know who's killed more people than ICE this year? Trans shooters.
Okay.
Do you know the majority of these high school shootings have been transgender people?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. Just absolute body blow. But it kept going. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just absolute destructive takedown of the trans ideology by Joe Rogan, something unlike I've ever seen. Joe Rogan goes off on Guess Who falsely claims Republicans are trying to put trans people.
Why didn't they say the guest in the title?
This is a rant for the ages. God bless Joe Rogan for this. Listen to this.
They described to me a level of oppression that genuinely broke my heart. They said, hey, let me tell you, I am not allowed to use the bathroom at my own place of work. We've got
That's not true. They're just not allowed to use the bathroom. It doesn't align with their biological sex.
Okay.
But you got to realize, they're not all... Listen, I genuinely think there's people that feel like they are in the wrong biological sex.
Sure.
Right? But there's also people that are fucking perverts. And they have a thing called autogynephilia. And what that is they get a turn on by pretending to be a woman. They get excited by it. And they want to be around women. And they're creeps. And so you give them a fucking Willy Wonka golden ticket to go into the women's locker room and the women's bathroom and stare at women and pretend you're a woman when you're just a crazy man and you're actually into women.
Okay.
That's real too, man.
I don't doubt that that's real, and I know that it's a super complex, nuanced thing.
No, it's not.
And
but here's what's not complex. What is your chromosomes?
Right.
Okay? This is the same thing for competing. Right. All these fucking mental gymnastics that seemingly intelligent people do to justify biological males competing with females.
Oh, I'm with the, I don't think anybody's
It's the same thing.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Right.
And especially as speaking as a man who has daughters, like there are creeps. And if you give a creep, and I'm not saying all trans people are creeps,
right.
but a lot of these fucking people that are in trouble for going into women's bathrooms dressed as a woman with a fucking beard and a heart on are just that. They're creeps.
Right, okay.
They're crazy men. And these crazy men, their entire life, they would get beaten up for that. And now all of a sudden, they have to be accepted. So you've got two things going on at the same time.
For sure.
You've got people with gender dysphoria that genuinely wish they were a woman or genuinely wish they were a man. And by the way, it's men that are the problem. No one gives a fuck about trans men going into the men's bathroom. Come on in. Who cares?
Right.
Who cares? Oh, a girl's going to shit next to you? Or what is she going to do? She's going to pee out of a funnel?
Right,
what is she going to do? No one's going to get hurt. No one's going to get hurt. This is the problem. When you allow perverts to have this hall pass to go into women's locker rooms and bathrooms. So you can't say you're not allowed to use the bathroom where you work. That's not true. You're just not allowed to use the women's room where other women are in there because you're not a woman. And I know you wish you were a woman or whatever's going on, but you're not.
Know what? You make a very, very good point.
If you're a woman, talk to most women about this. And it's unless they're insanely captured by this woke ideology where they can't see reality and the fact that perverts are still a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
And this loophole, you've given loophole.
Absolute masterclass by Joe Rogan. You can sense in his gut.
It's almost like Steve-O has never been challenged with his ideologies. People just go along to get along, right? Weird. And it is Friday, guys. It is Friday. And of course...
Where do you think would be better for women? Iran or America?
I don't think America's quite good for women.
So you can't, including none at all.
Caitlin
Spencer's.
But I really don't think Steve-O's ever been challenged on his opinion, his thoughts, his ideology. And when he did, he short-circuited. And I can't play Joe Rogan because he definitely copyrights and strikes people. Makes sense, though. It would make sense. But anyway, Gun Girl, Iran. Would you move there?
Oh, it's from Spencer's.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like from a video game or something.
Oh,
but it's just very funny, very funny. We're polling students. We're asking them if they support the military action against Iran now.
Like where they bombed the all-girls school?
Well, who bombed that all-girls school?
Wasn't it Israel and the U.S.?
No. It was a misfired missile from Iran.
They bombed themselves, you're saying?
On accident.
Just like Israel.
But they also don't. They usually don't really care about their own people too much because they did kill tens of thousands of protesters just last month. So we're just kind of polling students if they support it, if they think that this is a good decision, or if they think that we shouldn't have done this.
What organization are you with?
I'm just with myself. It's not the news, just a YouTube channel. We like to come out and poll students. I've been here several times. It's always a good time just getting like college students' takes because people aren't doing that too much.
Oh, I don't support the unaliving of children. I think all children everywhere should be safe. I don't think children should be molested. I don't think children should be killed or anything. I think children should be safe in our schools especially.
And in the womb, would you say? Safe in the womb as well?
I think we should worry about how there are children who were attached to the umbilical cord and we're already being molested.
Huh?
I'm sorry,
Wait, what?
children in the womb?
Well, if you've kept up with the Jeffrey Epstein and you've seen his files, you know that his youngest victim was attached to the umbilical cord and he utilized the mother in order to.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think there should be some justice for the victims who are still alive from Epstein.
I must have missed that part. Molesting a kid still attached to the umbilical cord. You know what? She's in college, guys. She's in college. She's smart.
I agree with you there.
I think that, I think we can also especially focus on our own country as well instead of taking actions against other countries.
Okay.
And
well, you care a lot about children and women.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always support women.
Okay. What do you think is happening in Iran to their women? Do you think that that place is a good place for women?
I think women have their right to choose about where they want to live and about what they want to follow.
In Iran?
In Iran, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that actually women don't have the choice about where to go because they can't leave without a male escort? They could be arrested for that. And they actually don't have the ability to follow what they want to follow. If you convert from Islam to Christianity there, it's illegal. And you could be arrested for that, especially as a woman. Did you know that?
What's your sources on this so I can look it up?
The supreme leader, well, he's dead now, but this is in their laws, their constitution, because they rule from an Islamic state, from a religious state.
Do you think
Did you know any of that?
Yeah. Do you think the USA is a non-religious country?
Yeah, we don't have religious leaders that determine our laws, and they don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, I would like them to I would like them to rule and base our laws off of Christian values, which they do try to do. Well, they don't say the Bible says this, so we have to do this. And Islam and Iran. Okay, well, let me ask you this: where do you think would be better for women, Iran or America?
I don't think America's quite good for women when we look at how we handled Epstein files.
Okay, so Iran would be your choice.
My choice would probably be Iceland.
That wasn't an option.
I did my own option.
Okay.
Because that's my choice.
So you can't
choose.
Okay. So you can't determine between America and Iran which is safer for women.
I think that people have misconceptions about religion, especially with Muslims and Islamic regions.
What?
So what could you just set our audience straight here? What misconceptions might there be about how Iran treats women and gay people? We'll throw them in there too. And dogs.
Can we talk about how Israel treats Palestinians?
After, yeah.
I think that we shouldn't be pointing fingers at countries when we can't be saying that both sides are wrong when there's a lot of sides that are wrong.
Well, you talk about protecting children. Islamic.
If both sides are wrong, wait, wouldn't that mean? Hold on.
There's a lot of sides that are wrong.
There's only two sides. How there are a lot of sides that are wrong? Bro, I bet you this bitch is still a virgin too.
Well, you talk about protecting children. States allow once a child has her period, could be as young as 9, to marry her, rape her, and make her have his children. That happens in Islamic states. I'm sorry?
Isn't that the same thing as America?
No, that's illegal here. And you get put into jail.
Child marriage isn't illegal here.
It actually
Raping children is illegal here.
Raping children isn't illegal here. We have a president that rapes children.
Okay. Well, you have no evidence of that, number one.
Actually, it's always in the Epstein files.
There's plenty of evidence to that. There's an entire thing of Epstein files that isn't even fully released yet that has plenty of information.
Where at in the Epstein?
But she also said that in the Epstein files, there's children getting molested while they're still attached to the umbilical cord.
Files did you find that?
Everywhere.
What was it in the section of anonymous tips?
Well, it was victim accounts. It's through the reports. It's through.
Was it through the victim tips? The anonymous tips?
Multiple.
I'm not going to let you distract me, though, because you were refused to condemn Iran or point out their terrible atrocities towards their people. They just killed tens of thousands of them last month for protesting. They didn't? Are you telling me that was not true?
Well, you're trying to say that Iran bombed themselves instead of America bombing Iran. I think it's quite clear.
So you trust Islamic media, state-ran media?
Over our own media, yes, I do.
Okay. I was not expecting you to be so pro the Ayatollah and pro dictator.
We have a dictator in our own country.
Nailed it.
Okay. So which dictator would be better? I'll go with your terms.
All I'm saying is, if we had a dictator, she'd be in jail right now for this video.
Trump or the Ayatollah in Iran?
How about Kim Jong-un, actually?
Yeah, so those are options. So if this is a multiple choice, you would actually fail because it's not a right answer. It's two. You're in college. We're at USF. You know what multiple choice is. Trump or the Ayatollah that we just killed?
Oh, yeah, that we just killed? I thought you said that it was Iran that killed themselves.
Okay. We were talking about the school that tragically got blown up. That was Iran. Their missile misfired and it went into the school because they put their schools next to military bases. And they make the children there chant death to America and they marry them when they're 9.
Were you there?
Were you there for the Epstein, that when Trump did all those things in the Epstein files? Were you there?
I was there.
You were there and you did not call the police?
I was at the wall at Little St. Jeff, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I think it's disturbing and it's really sad that you won't condemn or even say Iran is not safe for women. It's actually not even safe for dogs. It's not safe for gay people. It's not safe for anyone. You can get publicly executed. They have been doing it just in the last month, the protesters. And you refuse to say that. And here you are without a head covering. You're wearing pants. You're showing your little toes through your Crocs. Your arms are showing. You have the freedom to do whatever. You have the freedom to follow whatever religion you want, including none at all. And you're going to walk around and try to tell me that this is a worse place to be as a woman than Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I would love, again, what is your evidence for that? How'd you come to that conclusion?
My conclusion? Well, of course, I was the fly on the wall.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
my conclusion.
Yep.
Okay. What about you?
Can I actually ask you something? Can you acknowledge all of the people in places such as Minnesota, Minneapolis, that are all the protesters there protesting against ICE that are constantly being tear gassed with other chemicals, even some are being publicly executed, even while they're being held down, no weapon on them, being shot in the back of the head, being shot while they're in their car. Can you acknowledge that?
I have acknowledged that and I've spoken about it before, yes. Can you guys acknowledge the protesters being publicly hanged?
And Renee Good.
Yeah, Renee Good should not have hit an officer with her car, whether it was intentional or not. That's what she did. And I'm not going to let you distract me to go all the way back there. Alex Preddy is such a tragic case.
Alex Preddy, as a fellow nurse, I will not stand for the unlawful murdering of Alex Preddy.
Okay, what about the unlawful murdering of all the protesters just last month in Iran?
And all the murders of all the protesters in America as well?
What?
You just cannot stand up against Muslims, can you?
Why would I stand
Why do you
up
simp so hard for Muslims? What have they done for you?
Why would I... what are you...
I have a challenge for you. We will buy you a ticket, a one-way ticket to Iran.
Wait, really?
Would you go?
Can you, buy, right now?
Yes. Would you take that?
Yeah.
You would rather be there right now than in America?
I mean, if you're paying for a vacation, sure.
Is that a vacation for you?
Yeah, I could go to Saudi Arabia. I can go to
No, Iran.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take a little trip around the Middle East.
Okay, very cool.
Oh.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
So can I get my ticket now?
Yeah. When I'm done working, we can set that up for her.
Thanks.
I know you're young and you think this is funny, but what you guys are supporting and your refusal to denounce and just acknowledge the atrocities committed by the Islamic State are very troubling, guys. You know it's the truth, but you simp so hard for Muslims. You hate Christians so much. You hate Israel so much that you're pro-Muslim and Islamic states and dictators, and you refuse.
And she's in school to be a nurse, Yeti.
To even acknowledge that they kill women just for not having a hijab on. They kill dogs for being out in public in Tehran. They fund Hamas and Hezbollah, terrorist organizations. The UN even counts them as terrorist organizations. And I promise you, you would not be safe over there. You would not be safe over there. Are you part of the LGBTQ community at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. How would I know that? Anyway, you wouldn't be safe in Iran. It is illegal to have a relationship, a romantic relationship with another man there. And in Gaza, it's illegal as well.
Well, would you like to come with us?
One thing in America, they're trying literally everything. There's so many court cases that they're trying to literally
you know what's wild? I have a daughter who's 2 daughters. Actually, all 3 of my kids fall under the millennial. Or is it Gen Z? I think it's millennial. But they're not stupid like this. I don't understand. They don't... They would see these people and think they're super fucking retarded. And remember how I said I make them learn on their own? I make them learn on their own. They were heading down that path, especially the middle daughter. They were heading down that path, and I was letting it happen. Until they found out it's not true. They were going to fail, they were going to fail. But my parenting skills still works.
couple months ago they tried to ban gay marriage. And also, so you talk so much about like America and Israel being like the good guys.
I'm just gonna stop right there. I just told you it is illegal in Iran and in Gaza to have a romantic relationship. You would be thrown in prison, perhaps executed for even kissing another man.
No, I think millennials are Gen Y.
And you refuse to acknowledge it, and you refuse to say, yeah, that is not safe. I am safer in America. Acknowledge it, please.
Would I be any safer in Israel?
No.
Yes, as a gay man, you would be safer.
Oh, Israel, yeah.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure. It is not illegal in Israel to kiss another man. But in Iran, do you guys think I'm lying?
Would you like to be a primary source? We can go to Iran and we could like hold hands.
Yeah, well, number one, I wouldn't hold hands with you even in America, but I appreciate the advance.
I mean, we could
do
just, like,
you
try
acknowledge? Will you guys even just say it's homophobic of me
right now?
Do you feel oppressed?
Yeah, you're making me feel really oppressed. Like it's making me hyperventilate and everything. I think I have to take my meds now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would suggest you actually stopping the meds because I think that might be what's causing all of these delusions that you might have. Anyway.
Well, I I see a very like beautiful woman in front of me. Like, of course, I'm gonna go crazy. Because like that's what the meds do for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you guys know that if you were actually presented and there was a plane going over there, you wouldn't board it, and you know it because you would both be in a lot of trouble, and you still refuse to even acknowledge that you wouldn't be safe over there.
You can bring your cameraman and we can all investigate ourselves. What's better than a primary?
I'll just send you there, and then you try kissing a woman there. You try walking your dog in Tehran. Okay, and we'll see how far you get.
Okay, can I get my money now? Okay.
Yep, message me on Instagram. It's kate.meow. Actually, do you guys follow me on Instagram? You gotta go there. Give me a follow. Message. Yep, Kate.meow. KAIT.MEOW. We're gonna crowdfund a ticket to Iran for her. Yep.
Oh, let's go.
All right. Do you want to go with her? Do you want to bring your boyfriend?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, very cool.
So they did do the give, send, go. And I'll get to that in a minute.
So what is your name so I know what to put on the flight ticket?
Mikael Myers.
Okay.
My name is Alexa Preddy.
Okay, spell that for me.
Mikael Myers.
Okay, very cool. All right, I know that's not your name, but I appreciate you guys. Make sure you message me, okay? Say I'm the lesbian that wants to hold your hand in Iran, and you say you're the gay person who, for some reason, wants to go to where it's illegal to be gay.
You guys are gonna crowdfund us for sure? You give us your word?
Yep, give you my word.
Okay.
All right. All right, stay tuned, and then I want you guys to report back to me in about 2 weeks of doing all these things in Iran.
Oh, could you ask Ray Allah to give us some?
You guys won't even last 2 weeks over there if you're gonna go over there and do the things you guys do here.
Could you guys give us a school mandated vacation? That way we can have excuse for our classes.
You probably won't be coming back to class.
Go do it in spring break.
Yeah, you'll be in prison for the rest
Matter of fact, yeah, do it in spring break.
of your lives. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell your professor you won't be able to make it because you'll be in Iranian jail
right now. Don't worry.
All right, tell the Islamic State that I said hey.
I will.
And make sure you step over all the dead bodies from the protesters they publicly hung last
I can just go to
last
Minnesota
month.
for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Minnesota, there's 2 versus 40,000, but Caitlin Bennett doesn't lie. And they did crowdfund. The goal of $25,000 or $2,500, and they reached that goal. Well, not reached it, but came pretty close. Never mind, they went over the goal. This is it. And let's see. We know they won't go. They think they're going to get the money. But she said tickets. Tickets. And think, spring break. What would you do? Yo, check this shit out. I went to Iran for spring break. You went to Panama City. We're not the same. I'm multicultural. What's up? I had to save that one for last because I know sad world. Wait, my kids are Gen Z. I'm retarded. My kids are Gen Poo. Well, never mind. I have to look that shit up. I'm losing my mind right now. But you don't have to like the Jews, because I don't. You don't have to like Israel, because I don't. You don't have to hate like Iran. Give a fuck. But, hey. Years ago, when my parents were at the Gulf War, and I was like, you know what? They should just turn that place into glass. 10 years later, we were saying the same thing. 20 years later, we were saying the same thing. And now, 40 years later, 30 years later, we can still turn it into glass. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'm turning into that Marine guy. Let me go pull out my uniform for our next show, and I'm just going to rant after rant after rant. Or I could do it this way. It's probably safer this way. And I'm not even going to put my uniform on. It's a waste of time. And it probably doesn't fit. Or does it? I mean, I have one of my very first uniforms. I don't think that fits. There's no way. I was fucking 135, 140 when I first came in. Jesus Christ. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed what we have for Friday. And your brain is not completely gone after that fucking hell of a ride at the end. Hell of a ride. That's it. Am I forgetting? I'm not telling you how to think because, well, you know what? I just won't. You'll figure out why. You'll figure out why. And like I said, you don't have to agree with me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But what I do give a fuck about is I'm hungry. Oh my God, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. See, I woke up like 5 and I was like, you know what? No one's going to be up this early. Let me just go ahead and see if I can work in the on the way to work show radios. Because you know what I like to do sometimes is I'll put YouTube on in the car and do the same thing. Do the same thing. But I'm just telling you to think. And hang on. I forgot. Product placement, guys. Product placement. I can't believe I forgot. It took me 2 hours, 17 minutes to get product placement. And you know, this is funny because I only planned for a 90-minute show and I came close. Wait a second. Wait a second. You guys ready for a trip? You are going to be like, what the fuck? Because I know I was. Yeah, Star Wars. Star Trek. Trek. Oh no. Oh, I gotta sign in. Dude, I've been on Grok the whole time. What the fuck? It's being... Here we go. Gotta find it. Gotta find it. You ready for this? This is going to be fun. And I'm going to have to stand up for all this again. Bah! I was like, hey, AI, do me a favor. Tell me what you can get out of my channel. And here we go. God, there's got to be something that can read this for me, right? Oh, it's voice mode. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. No, that's not what I want. Fuck, I actually have to read it. Oh, God, what are you doing? All right. Can y'all still hear me? God damn it. You know what? I'll go over this some other time. Some other time. It's crazy what Grok said about my channel. And I had him do a deep dive because if I'm going to do some deep dives, I'm going to have it do a deep dive and let's see if it really fucking works. You'll see. You're going to see. Maybe I'll put it into a PowerPoint, PowerPoint presentation. No, absolutely not. One thing I hated about being in the military and working are death by PowerPoints. Oh, sitting there for 8 hours doing PowerPoints while you're in military academies, which was fucking stupid. Anyway, see you next time. We'll go over the Grok thing maybe tomorrow. What's tomorrow, Saturday? I don't know if my wife is working tomorrow. But if she is, then I'll go live. If she's not, then probably see y'all Monday. Anyway, enjoy your weekend. Man, look at that guy. Woo! That was like 7 years ago. Maybe 8. I can't really remember. Yeah, I don't remember having my hair that short. It's been forever. And, well, fuck. That's what my face looks like without a beard. Thank God I have a beard now. Fuck me.